We're gonna do them right in order.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, ready when you are. Hi, Mr. Grant, how are you?
I am doing well. How are you this afternoon?
Good, thank you.
This is case number 250169996 PZJG Wentworth Originations LLC. Robert Hayes paid.
Council appearance for the record.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. For the record, Joel Graham, P51261, on behalf of petitioner J.G. Wentworth, Originations LLC.
And sir, could you state your name, please?
Robert Hayes.
Thank you very much. Mr. Grant, could you give me a bit of a background, please?
Yes, Mr. Mr. Hayes is proposing to sell to my client a lump sum payment in the amount of $50,000 that he is due to receive on November 11th, 2028, in exchange for which my client is prepared to pay him $29,500 at this time, an effective interest rate of 18.87% per annum.
Okay. Are you prepared to wait, dear Mr. Hayes?
I am, Your Honor.
Sir, would you raise your right hand? Other one.
Oh, sorry about that.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. Mr. Grant?
Yes, Mr. Hayes, is it your desire to sell to my client that lump sum payment in the amount of $50,000 that you're due to receive on November 11th, 2028?
Correct.
And you understand that in exchange for the right to receive that payment, my client is prepared to pay you $29,500.
Correct.
You understand that that's functional equivalent to your borrowing that $29,500 and paying it back with that $50,000 payment, together with interest at the effective rate of 18.87% per annum.
Correct.
Mr. Hayes, is it correct that you are currently single and have a 17-year-old minor dependent?
Correct.
And when you filled out the paperwork for my client regarding this transaction, it's my understanding that my client had recommended you consult with an attorney or financial planner, and you chose not to do so. Is that a correct understanding?
Correct.
Do you still wish to move forward today with this transaction without having consulted with an attorney of your own?
Yes, I do.
And could you explain to the court why you've concluded that this transaction is in the best interest of yourself and your family? What do you need these funds for at this time?
Just a few home repairs, debts, couple debts I want to pay off. Can you hear me?
Yep. And have you explored other ways of obtaining the funds to get those home improvements taken care of?
Yes, I did. This is the best option for me.
Yeah, I have no further questions. I would ask that the court find this transaction to be in Mr. Hayes' best interest and approve the petition.
Mr. Hayes, can you tell me, if the court approves this transaction, will you still be entitled to any additional funds from your structured settlement?
Yes, I will.
Okay, and is it after this 2028 payment? Or do you have some currently?
I have current and through that 28 payment.
Okay, and when this structured settlement was set up, what happened that afforded you to get the structured settlement?
Well, I was a child, so I lost my mom. So, I guess my grandma sued whoever, and I don't know.
Okay,
I was 15 months when my mom died. So,
okay, so you've been receiving these benefits for a while now.
correct, since I was 18.
Okay, so you've taken advantage of them in the past and you will continue to take advantage of
Yes.
them in the future,
Yes.
despite the fact that you're going to sell this one portion.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, based on the representations placed on the record, the court is satisfied and the court will approve the transfer of the one lump sum payment of 50,000, which is due November 11th, 2028, in exchange for Mr. Hayes receiving $29,500. And this as if he had borrowed these funds and were paying them back at a rate of 18.87%. Mr. Grant, of course, prepare the paperwork presented to the court for entry, and the court will sign the same.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, and thank you very much, Mr. Hayes.
Thank you.
Hello,
Hello, good afternoon.
good afternoon.
Ms. Clifton.
Case number 25017-098 PZ. JG Wentworth Originations LLC, Ebony Givan paid.
Counsel appearing for the record.
Again, for the record, Joel Grand, P51261, on behalf of petitioner J.G. Wentworth Originations, LLC.
And ma'am, would you state your full name, please?
Yes, Ebony Gavan.
Thank you. Mr. Grant, can you give us brief background, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Gavan is proposing to sell to my client 120 monthly life contingent payments of $2,600 each, beginning December 5th, 2032 and ending November 5th, 2042. In exchange for the stream of payments, the aggregate total of which will be $312,000, provided that Ms. Gavan lives until November of 2042. My client is prepared to pay her $70,000 in exchange for the right to receive those future payments, if any, which is an effective interest rate of 13.82% per annum.
Okay, are you prepared to void hearing?
I am.
Ma'am, would you raise your right hand, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes,
Thank you. Mr. Grant.
Yes, Ms. Gavan, is it your desire to enter into the transaction that I've just described to the court, specifically that sale of 120 monthly life contingent payments of $2,600 each, beginning December 5th, 2032 and ending November 5th, 2042?
yes, it is.
You understand that in exchange for the right to receive those future payments, if any, my client is prepared to pay you $70,000 at this time.
Yes,
And you understand that this is, while it's the sale of the right to receive those future payments, it's functionally equivalent to your borrowing that $70,000 and paying it back together with interest at the rate of 13.82% per annum with those future payments.
correct. Yes,
Is it correct that you are currently single and have 3 minor dependents?
correct. Yes,
And when you filled out the paperwork regarding this transaction, my client had recommended you consult with an attorney or financial planner. It's my understanding that you chose not to do so at that time. Is that a correct understanding?
I did. Yes,
And do you wish to move forward with this transaction today without having consulted with an attorney of your own?
yes.
Could you briefly describe to the court why you have concluded that this transaction is in the best interest of yourself and your family? Well, what do you need this money for at this time?
Yeah, absolutely. As you stated, I have 3 dependent children. I lost my job at the top of the year, and since then, I've had to incur a significant amount of debt. So I have about 20K in debt that I need to pay down. And then my house earlier this year had some damage to the bathroom and to the basement, and I have to get that stuff replaced and fixed. And then I'm still in the process of looking for a job. I have worked previous jobs, but right now I'm not employed since my main employment since January. So I need that, and also to help with expenses for my kids and for myself for day-to-day, for living expenses.
Yeah, I have no further questions. I would ask that the court find this transaction to be in her best interest and approve the petition.
Okay, thank you. I have a couple questions. Ms. Gavan, why was the structured settlement set up in the first instance?
My mother was killed due to malpractice when I was a baby.
Okay, and you've been receiving those benefits since you were 18?
No, actually, it started when I was a minor.
Okay. Okay, and someone was over your funds until you gained the age of majority.
My grandmother, yes. Well, she died at 13, but yes,
Mm, okay. Your grandmother died when you were 13?
she
Okay,
did.
okay. And in addition to the funds that you're seeking to transfer at this time, are there still funds that you will be receiving now and in the future, or what's the uh backdrop of the funds that you are entitled to other than this?
So what's left is what's called the lifetime payment. So essentially after that year that these payments stop with them, I would still continue to receive the payments until the Lord calls me home.
Okay, so but you're giving up at this time, you're asking the court to approve your transfer of the funds from 2032 to 2042?
Yes.
So does that mean that up till 2032, you will still have some funds you'll be receiving?
No, not directly from JG Wentworth. I have had previous transactions in the past where not directly from the insurance company. I've had previous transactions in the past where I've had to sell some of the structure payments.
Okay, so how many times in the past have you sold portions of your structured settlement?
Twice.
Okay, and when was that?
It's been about over a decade since the last time I did it. I do not know the exact year. So I can't even recall like the particular time frames, but it's been probably a decade plus since I've done it.
Okay, and you're understanding that you're foregoing approximately 75% of those future structured payment in order to get the $70,000 at this time?
I do understand that, yes.
Okay, and you still believe that that's in your best interest of yourself and your family?
I have 3 dependent children. If I had a different way to maybe expand that, I possibly would consider it, but it is in the best interest. We need this money to live. We need this money to make the repairs to the home where it's my kids' primary residence. I've had to depend heavily on credit, which I've pretty much exhausted. Like I said, I am still working, but prior to this, my job loss was pretty significant because I did make really good money. So it's been really hard trying to maintain. So this is really honestly essential for me and my kids.
Okay. Based on the representations placed on the record, the court is satisfied and the court will approve the transfer of the life contingent payments totaling $312,000 in exchange for Ms. Gavin receiving $70,000. And this is as if she had borrowed these funds at a rate of 13.82%. Mr. Grant, of course, prepare the paperwork for entry and the court will sign the same. And good luck to you, Mr. Gavin.
Thank you so much, Judge.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mhm. And one more.
Ready, Judge?
Yes, ma'am.
This is case number 25017-380-PZ. JG Wentworth Originations LLC, Megan Weiss, payee.
Counsel appears for the record.
Once again, good afternoon, Your Honor. For the record, Joel Grand, P 51261, on behalf of petitioner JG Wentworth Originations LLC.
And ma'am, would you state your name, please?
Megan Weiss.
Okay, Mr. Grant, a background, please.
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Weiss is proposing to settle my client a stream of 120 monthly life contingent payments of $337.72 each, increasing at 3% annually, beginning December 27th, 2026, and ending on November 27th, 2036. In exchange for the right to receive those future payments, Ms. Weiss will receive $13,800, which is an effective annual interest rate of 24.9% per annum.
Okay, are you prepared to vote dear her at this time?
I am, Your Honor.
Ma'am, would you raise your right hand, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Grant.
Ms. Weiss, is it your desire to settle my client that stream of 120 monthly life contingent payments of $337.72 each, increasing at 3% annually beginning on December 27th, 2026, and ending on November 27th, 2036?
Yes.
And you understand that in exchange for the right to receive those future payments, if any, my client is prepared to pay you $13,800 at this time.
Yes,
Ms. Weiss, it's my understanding that you are currently single with no minor dependents. Is that information still correct?
correct.
And it's also my understanding that when you reviewed the paperwork from my client had recommended to you that you should consult with an attorney or financial planner. And it's my understanding that you have chosen not to do so. Is that a correct understanding?
Correct.
Do you still wish to move forward with this transaction today without consulting with an attorney of your own?
Yes.
Ms. Weiss, could you explain to the court why you've concluded that this transaction is in your best interest? What do you need this money for at this time?
So, I started a second job back in, July. I sprained a ligament in my knee in August. I was off work from both jobs for a week, and that had put me behind on my mortgage payment, on the rest of my bills. I am in forbearance with my mortgage. Um, I was able to get caught up on 2 months. I am currently 3 months behind. I have a $3,000 shortage on my escrow account due to changing homeowners insurance and the property taxes. I'm just not caught up on my other bills, and it took me about a month and a half, 2 months to get caught up on those bills. I just left. I have been going through some foot pain, severe. Um, we just concluded that it is severe plantar fasciitis. I have to do physical therapy. I was ordered for a week and a half, or I'm sorry, a week off work. So that's going to put me behind on bills. So I concluded about $6,000 needs to go to my mortgage company. This week off work is going to push me behind on the rest of my bills. So it's about like and if this physical therapy doesn't work, there is a procedure that is about $700 that is not covered by insurance. And that would, if I go through with this procedure, that would be concluded the end of next month. I would have to pay that $700 out of pocket, and I would be out of work for 2 weeks.
If the court approves this transaction, will that allow you to get caught up on your bills and give you that little bit of cushion so that you can deal with these medical issues without it overly stressing you out?
Absolutely.
Your Honor, I have no further questions. I would ask the court to find this transaction to be in her best interest and approve the petition.
Just a couple questions. Ms. Weiss, have you previously taken from your structured settlement?
Yes.
Okay, when's the last time you took from your structured settlement?
I believe it was a little over 2 years ago.
Okay. And what was the basis of the structured settlement being set up in the first instance?
Wrongful death, my mother.
Okay, and you were receiving those funds before you attained the age of majority, or was this after you were
It
over?
had my grandmother had set it up to where we had received it when we were 18 years old.
Okay, and even if the court approves this portion of the sale, will you still have portions of your structured settlement still in place?
Yes, so December of next year, I will be receiving I believe it's about $1,400 still.
Okay, is that on a monthly basis?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Based on the representations placed on the record, the court is satisfied and the court will approve the transfer of the $46,459.08 in exchange for Ms. Weiss to receive $13,800. And these payments were by way of life contingency payments. And the court will approve this, and this is as if she borrowed these funds at a rate of 24.9%. Mr. Grant prepared paperwork presented to the court for entry, and we will sign the same. And good luck to you, Ms. Wood.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, all right.
Have a great afternoon.
Take care till we meet again.
You too.
Bye now.